one hormone that gets the worst rap of all of them probably has to be estrogen. People associate it with fat gain, excessive stomach fat gain, excessive hip fat gain, uh, lethargy, demotivation, all of it. However, in your normal female cycle, particularly the follicular and ovulation phase, it does a lot of super beneficial things for women. Okay, so first of all, starting in your follicular, we got fat loss. So it's going to do three things, right? Increase your resting metabolic rate. Okay. Increase fat mobilization. And then suppress appetite. So you have a couple things going on. Your metabolism is actually going to be faster, right? So this would be the time to like actually start increasing your calories. So that in turn is going to stimulate your thyroid, right? Which is actually going to increase your metabolism even more, right? So this is super beneficial. That means more fat loss. Increased fat mobilization. That means your body's going to start taking more fat from its fat stores for energy. Your body's trying to get ready to get pregnant, right? So it's like it's go time, right? Like let's be fueled. It's also going to help suppress your appetite, which means it'll be easier for you to stick to your diet and take advantage of these two factors right here. So, estrogen increasing during follicular and then ovulation is a great thing, ladies, right? You want to take advantage of it. Okay, now, one thing that people also don't think about estrogen in terms of is muscle building, right? So, believe it or not, estrogen helps with glycogen storage, right? And what that means is it helps your tissue hold more glucose. This is really, really important, especially if we're on a diet, because when we're training, we're going to take that glucose out of our stored glycogen in our muscle tissue. We're going to use it for fuel. That means we can train harder. We're going to have more energy in the gym, and we're going to build more muscle. And building more muscle is going to increase our metabolic rate, our resting metabolic rate. So that's what we burn when we're doing nothing, right? And that in turn is going to help speed fat loss. It's going to make our diet less extreme. All good things, right? So, estrogen, glycogen storage. Okay, ladies, and this one is really good for y'all because I know a lot of y'all are like really interested in gluten hamstring development. It's responsible for my marker's dying, leg tissue growth, right? So yes, while it is true that estrogen promotes lower body fat storage, estrogen also promotes building leg tissue. Okay, so pound for pound, women are about 60% stronger than men in their legs, and this is why. So estrogen promotes anabolism in your lower body. Okay, this is like super awesome, so you gotta like really take advantage of it. This is why I like to have my female clients train legs 3 times a week because they have the hormone profiles for it. Okay, this estrogen is gonna make that happen for you. Now let's talk about some supplements that will help you make more of it. The first one is Tanga Ali. Um, this one, it really hasn't been studied too much on women, but it does seem like it works in the pituitary axis, which means that it should stimulate your FSH and your LH to help you produce more estrogen and progesterone in a natural fashion. Your testosterone is made in your adrenal glands, so it shouldn't really impact that. But I think it's worth a try. 200 to 500 milligrams first thing in the morning. That's kind of like the recommended dose. You can always try it for a month and see how it goes, right? The second one is going to be vitamin D. We're inside a lot, right? So vitamin D deficiencies are pretty common now, and vitamin D is important for basically hormone messaging and stuff like that. And if you don't have enough of it, your hormones don't function the way that they're supposed to, right? So 5,000 to 10,000, I use that first thing in the morning, or spend a lot of time outside, right? And don't wear so much sunscreen. Last but not least, going to be your zinc, especially with the prevalence of vegan diets. Sometimes it can be hard to not get enough of this in, right? The highest levels of zinc are going to be found in stuff like red meat, your fatty fishes like salmon, which also contains omega 3s, which are completely vital for hormone health, and then whole eggs as well. So like whole eggs, red meat, you know, fatty fish like salmon. That's going to be where you can get stuff like this. If you want to supplement, probably like 25 milligrams a day max. Zinc can really tear up your stomach, so this is something that you really need to be aware of. Also, I've seen some people say DIM, but having had some female clients take this, it gives them a lot of headaches and stuff like that. So I don't recommend DIM. Not anymore. And then food-wise, I already kind of covered that, but estrogen is made from cholesterol, right? And this cholesterol that we're talking about is particularly found in your fattier meats, like especially your whole eggs, right? I know it's not a meat, but it's found a lot in your whole eggs, and it's found in your red meat. And again, these are two foods that are like really get slammed all the time, but because of their cholesterol. But we need the cholesterol for hormone production, right? The fat found in them is also necessary for that. Red meat and eggs also contain a significant amount of the micronutrients like vitamin D and zinc that we need for hormone production. So if you're on the vegan bandwagon, right, and you're missing out on eggs and red meat, you're really shooting yourself in the foot here, right? Because food is the number one source of all of our micronutrients. And when we supplement with it, our absorption just really is not that effective. Okay, it just never, supplements are not even close to food when it comes to micronutrients, right? Another good one is salmon, vitamin D, zinc, omega 3s for that cell membrane health, which is completely necessary for hormone production, right? So, estrogen, don't be scared of it, ladies. It is your friend when it comes to fat loss, muscle building, and leg tissue growth. Also, it really increases motivation during your follicular and luteal phase, and this is definitely your friend because it helps you train super, super hard when your hormones are optimized, right? Because your testosterone will also be up during these two phases, right? So you will have extra recovery going on here. Okay, so it increases motivation and drive. You're going to stick to your plan better. All great things, y'all. So, ladies, and actually even men, because of this glycogen storage right here and some energy increases and leg tissue growth, estrogen is your friend, and we need to stop demonizing it. All right, thank you.